Homeward Bound on Newswatch 12 today is sponsored by Paws and Claws.
And welcome back to this week's edition of Homeward Bound. And this week we actually have a double dose because we're featuring pets from the Langlade County Humane Society, Loki and Fenn. These bonded brothers are 2 years old and are a shepherd sheepdog mix. These boys were rescued from the shelter from a bad living situation.
They have watched them learn to trust people and enjoy the companionship of their caretakers. Because they are strongly bonded, they are going to be adopting them together. And they are big boys. Fenn is 85 pounds and big Loki is 90 pounds, but they are so gentle you forget how big they are.
They would enjoy a home with a yard, but would do good in most any home. They are majestic looking dogs with hearts as big as they are. So please consider coming down to meet them. And if you do have other dogs, bring them along, since the Humane Society does require a meet and greet. And
yes,
you just love big dogs that are just so cuddly. You can't even tell that, like, they're huge dogs that try to still be lap dogs.
Exactly right, and you gotta love it as well, though. Whenever you see kind of these dogs and they're trying to, I know they're trying to adopt them as a bonded pair too. So hopefully there's a household out there where you can put the two of them together.
Exactly. It's always nice seeing animals that are bonded. I know they try to avoid that, you know, at birth and stuff, because then they'll bond only to each other, but sometimes it happens. But it's really adorable when they do grow up, if it does happen.
Yeah, exactly.
They're so close.
Especially if there's a household where you can actually do that. I know my aunt actually back home, she actually has a couple dogs though, where they're brother and sister, so it actually does work out.
Yeah, when they go through these situations, they're rescued together, you know, unfavorable situations. They kind of have no choice but to bond together.
Exactly, you got to. I mean, what else are you going to cling to during a time like that?
Yeah, and also even if you can't adopt, I know shelters are always looking for volunteers, donations, whether it be monetary, fosters, food, toys, cleaning supplies. I mean, anything you can do to help the animal shelters that have been just so full for so long. Even at their less full days, it's still fairly filled up.
Exactly. If I had to take a wild guess on the top thing they probably need more of besides adopters is probably just fosters. I mean, honestly, just being able to foster a pet that way that eats up some space for them.
Yes.
I think that would probably help out too. But honestly, call them, ask them. If you can't adopt, find ways you can help them. They could use it. We say it every week. It's fun to talk about this, and hopefully we can continue to help them out down the road through these types of announcements.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that Loki and Fenn get their forever home. But for now, let's take a turn to trivia, where hopefully, Devin, you're not jinxing anything today.
Oh, goodness gracious.